Bum 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 ba-dum bum bum. Okay, I'm in the game. Messages are out on the socials, so let's just see how this goes. I'm gonna check my inbox. Got some guild orders. Okay, we are streaming, that's what it says. I think if I tap this, yes, that shows me my settings. Okay, excellent. Checking out this. What have we got? We got a war going on. Exciting stuff. Territory war. Okay, 17 stars. That's pretty good. Let's drop some stuff while we wait for people to hop in. If anyone is out there, please make yourself known in the comments. Or on the live chat as it was. That's how it works, I forget. So we're just gonna do our territory battle for the day. Looks like we're gonna deploy in the bottom here. Okay, really what we've got. Hi. Hello. Hello, Powell. How are you all doing today? I thought I'd have a little bit of fun doing a live stream. I'll save this battle for when more people join us. What else have we got going on that we need to do? Have we done all of our activities for the day? Let's check. Yep, we're good in that regard. Okay. Galactic War, still 2 full ones to go through. Sith Trooper, farming him at the minute. Okay, let's see what else we need to do. Tank. Just get out of the way. I don't really enjoy doing that challenge at all, really. But it's a chore that I will live with. I was farming a piece for Biggs. Let's just get this out of the way before we start. I can't remember how many of these you need actually. Let's just get a few more. That should do it. Yes, let's keep it on that. Oh, very close. Great, you. Yes, I'm very good, thank you, on this night. It's a lovely Saturday night here in the UK. I've been out and about for the day, buying a cactus. I'm a big fan of plants and stuff like that, so actually in my bedroom I have a whole cactus sort of theme going on. I've got a cactus at my bedside table, a cactus lamp, some cactus lights. It's pretty... Oh god, sorry. If anyone is out there, I had to restart the stream because Wi-Fi is apparently being awful, so I'm just doing this my mobile data now. Should be fine. We've got a lot of mobile data to go around. As I was just sort of saying, living with a few different animals. A lot of lovely animals here in this house. So yeah, I was just trying to farm a piece for Biggs, just to kind of farm these guys up in the background. Oh, apparently I got one for Wedge. Wedge and Biggs, so I just wanted to get to gear 10 to give them a bit more use. Wedge actually doesn't seem that difficult. I've nearly got everything for Wedge. Maybe I will consider doing Wedge first. But then again, Biggs only needed 2 pieces, so... wait, how many of these do I have? 80. Okay, so I need to focus on one of these. We'll do Biggs for now. But alas, we are here to talk about many great different things. We are here to talk about a few rumours I've seen going around on Discord, throughout several different Discords actually. I saw it pop up on Arnold's Discord, on Warrior's Discord, my own Discord, and even through personal messages. So, hello Salius. Welcome to the live stream. I hope you're all doing wonderful today. But yes, we are here to talk about an image that has been going around from a high-level whale Kraken player who has said that Revan is coming to the game in February, and apparently the requirements for him will be Sith Trooper and Sith Assassin. The credibility on this is, you know, it's a rumor, but apparently the screenshot says that this is from a very well trusted source who is like well known in the community, but is, I guess, wanting to stay anonymous. So it's pretty interesting in that regard, because most people like to... These rumors have different levels of being true or false, because the rumor was last year that the veteran Han and veteran Chewie would be added to the game, and they would be needed for Jedi Rey. You know, there was a strong stigma that there would be a Jedi Rey in the game about October, September time, which was 2 months before she was officially announced. You know, that's sort of a rumor that you can sort of predict, because, you know, The Last Jedi was coming out, and most people had the thoughts that that there would be, you know, a Jedi Rey character. It just kind of made sense, which is why the Revan one is a bit harder to trust, because there's nothing specifically in the next 2 months that would suggest a Revan related event. The only things that I can see that point to this directly is that last February was the Sith rework, which is where we got, I believe, all the Zetas on Palpatine. We got Dooku. They all got their little selection of Zetas. Hello, Minnie. Yes, I just missed your mentions there as it disappearing. But yes, if that was you, I appreciate you for coming into this little live stream. So yes, essentially what I'm saying is, last February, yes, you did tell me you'd catch me live. And hey, Joe. Hi, oh, hi, Heslug. Nice to see you guys also from the Discord channel. If you guys want to check out the Discord, of course, it's in the description after this video goes live. If you are live, then I'm sure I will eventually sort out a link to Discord. But yes, last February 2016, we had the Sith rework, and we had the introduction of the marquee events for Darth Nihilus, Sith Trooper, and Sith Assassin. So these three characters from the Knights of the Old Republic, specifically Nihilus' Knights of the Old Republic 2, which is the second game, obviously, in the franchise. So Darth Nihilus was released as a marquee character, and was eventually later released into a hard node in 9A, I believe, in the light side. So he's been a pretty standard character to earn, you know, through these sort of marquee events. But we also got the two other Sith, which was Sith Trooper and Sith Assassin. Now these two are, you know, they've kind of been in the background for a long time. When they introduced these characters, there was sort of a vibe about, you know, more Knights of the Old Republic or Expanded Universe characters, because, you know, it's February. There wouldn't be a new Star Wars movie until December, so there's all of this time to fill up with new characters, new interesting things going on. And for the most of the year, they stuck to pretty standard, you know, characters. We had the introduction of R2-D2. I believe we had Thrawn in June, and then we had BB-8 in September. We even had Commander Luke Skywalker, so there was a lot of different characters from the, you know, original, what we were expecting. How long are you playing the game? I have been playing Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes for 2 years now. I started in December 2015 when The Force Awakens came out. And in terms of how long I'll be doing the stream for as well, maybe a good half hour, 45 minutes. I didn't have a raid to do, so I've just got some kind of fun stuff to talk about and stuff like that. Just thought I would entertain everyone. But yes, these Sith Troopers have kind of faded into the background. There hasn't been any more Knights of the Old Republic characters. The only other Knights of the KOTOR character is actually HK-47, who was Revan's personal assassin droid. Which kind of does point to him, like, if there was a Revan event at some point, HK might probably be needed. Because obviously, if you guys never played KOTOR, you actually play as Revan. And you go through the story choosing, you know, light side and dark side, because the whole point of Revan is he's sort of the balance. If you find like a fan art image of him, he'll typically be holding a purple lightsaber and, you know, just kind of be rocking it. I think there's a lot of purple and red lightsaber combinations out there. He's pretty cool, which does kind of make you wonder how he would be in the game as a dark side and light side character. But that's why he's so, like, major. Everyone really wants to see Revan in this. So, as for the rumor, I'm kind of not trusting it, but at the same time, I am kind of, you know, using it as a hint to myself. I'm not directly saying that Revan is going to come in February and that there are plans for him at the moment, but I just feel that considering Revan's role in the universe and the characters already in the game surrounding him, that if there was ever going to be a Revan event, then I would want to make sure I had HK-47 and the two Sith Troopers and Assassin. I would want them at 7 stars, and maybe even Darth Nihilus. I'm not even sure about that, to be honest. But we could also just see like a random Sith legendary event. That's always something I've wanted, you know. I've nearly got 5 Sith. I've got like Darth Nihilus and nearly there. If there was like a legendary event for Sith, then I think I'd be pretty ready for that. Hello, Real Talk. I saw you in my Discord channel as well. Everyone, you should probably give a subscriber to him. He's a pretty neat dude, and yeah, just gotta pump out everyone. Go check out his channel. This was not paid for, by the way. I just like to be nice to my people in the chat. But yeah, I think it'd be really cool to see like a Sith legendary event. But I don't know if Revan would fit the reward for that. But KOTOR definitely has a lot of Sith, you know, goings on surrounding it. Especially since we got the Sith Trooper and a Sith Assassin, you know, characters with this word Sith in the title, which is pretty interesting in that regard. But yeah, I'm gonna slowly invest into these guys for my own personal gain. I'm not in any rush at the moment because I don't believe Revan will come in February. Warrior himself said in the Discord that he hasn't heard anything currently about this, and he's a game changer. He did say he's going on a trip in February though, so that doesn't directly mean a Revan, but maybe a more different, you know, maybe new legendary event or a new character or a new direction of the game. Yes, Darth Talon. There is actually a lot of expanded universe characters that I would really love to see. Bastila Shan, Darth Bane, Darth Malik, a lot of the main characters from the KOTOR series. Where's Kyle Katarn even? I just want Kyle Katarn, you know? Anyone who's played the Jedi Knight series would love that. Who and what faction are you currently working on? I actually am really struggling to decide. I am deciding between the Imperial Troopers here and the... I'm deciding between the Imperial Troopers and the Night Sisters. Because they both are really excellent in their own regard. They're both dark side for, you know, the dark side territory battles. But I am sort of changing my mind every other day. As you can see, my Night Sisters are a little bit lesser, and I don't have, you know, Acolyte very high, or any of the others really. But at the same time, the Imperial Troopers are, they're going to take a bit more farming on Colonel Stark. They are more along, but I don't see their arena value, whereas the Night Sisters have been stomping the arena pretty solidly. Which is why, you know, I'm kind of changing my mind, because obviously while these guys aren't as far ahead, they are really cool. Especially Sarge Ventress, with her Zit on her unique, she's like able to get 31 million damage on the heroic tank, phase 3 and phase 4, which, you know, 31 million damage isn't something to be snuffed at, so which is pretty incredible, which is why I'm slowly investing to these guys, but I will probably finish the Imperial Troopers first. You know, slap a Zit on General Veers, have this team here so I can do the special mission, which I think there is a special mission in the Dark Side territory battles. So yeah, it's always ready to be prepared for that. So you know what? Let's jump into Squad Arena. We already got our payment for the day. I think I finished at 36 or 44. Okay, 36. Yeah, because we are currently at 38. So I am currently running my same team, my Jedi Training Rey, BB-8, R2-D2, CLS, and Thrawn squadron, and I'm, you know, facing a lot of these General Kenobi, the Barriss, and I'm seeing a lot of Darth Nihilus actually coming up recently. Look, there he is there, and all 3 teams. I'm seeing less Zolo all of a sudden, which is pretty interesting. I don't know why I've seen him pop out all of a sudden, because, you know, a week ago he was in every single team and CLS was the lead, but now I'm seeing, as you can see here, there's only 1 CLS, which is really interesting for all you people that just got CLS. But like I said, this is a December 2015 server, so if we go to the top 10, we're probably going to see a lot of weird and different teams. As you can see, we've got a Admiral Akbar lead there. What kind of a team is that? Yeah, we've got the Hermit Yoda team going on there. I've always wanted to see Hermit Yoda, but I am slowly working on him. Now we've got a few Jedi Training Rey. We've got a the Asajj Ventress team here with the Barriss. Look at that, that's a pretty interesting team. I still hate that you can just throw in a 3-star gear like for zombie and just win. It's pretty insane. But this is a team I keep seeing pop up as well, especially by Mr. Rush. If you guys don't know who Mr. Rush is, he is one of the, I think he has the highest collection score in the game. He's in Team Instinct. So what collection score means is it's like your score improves depending on how, how well geared, how well modded, how well starred, and how many zetas you've got on all of your characters, which is why his GP is so high. I'm sure if we look in his inventory as well, you'll see everything is gear 12. Apart from the Hermit and the Wampa. So that's just an idea of how crazy this guy's squad is. He could just literally be prepared for anything. But this guy, specifically, this arena team, is one I've seen people try to replicate, and I've actually seen his team change over the last week. It's a stealth-based, stealth-based team. You just keep the Acolyte in stealth, you keep R2-D2 using the smoke screen, Leia, keep her stealth for the bonuses, and then the zombie will keep, taunting, he'll keep coming back. You've kind of got an endless stomp of the taunt. Mr. Rush used to be in my guild in TI when I was a guild leader. Oh, you were a guild leader in TI. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize that. I've heard of TI. That's Team Instinct. Oh, I'm sorry. I had a bit of a cough. Yeah, Mr. Rush is very well known in the community, especially for that collection score. I mean, what are you gonna do with that? How are you gonna? Well, there are actually ways to take on this team. You just want a decent amount of AOE. Bays maybe. Well, I wouldn't recommend going on. I wouldn't take on this squad with my personal characters, but it's possible. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of Jedi training Rays pop up in the arena as well. More people are starting to utilize her. I think like the typical squad is just R2, BB-8, CLS, and Thrawn. So like I said, this is the exact same team I am running, 10 places above me. And I'm going to try use it. We're going to go after a Barriss team, because I really like using heal block on Barriss. So this one looks like a... all of these look tough. I really hate going against Rex lead though, so I'm going to go take on this General Kenobi lead. Here we go, we've got the Jedi Training Rey, BB-8, R2, and Thrawn. My speeds are a little off, to be honest, on all of my characters. Obviously got BB-8 going as fastest, so he'll probably go first here. Ooh, and stun on Jedi Training Rey, I don't like that. We're going to just try use smoke screen on Thrawn, because he's going to fracture soon. Ooh, he got fractured. Okay, that was unanticipated. Alright, we've got buff immunity on General Kenobi. And then we're going to... I'm going to do this ability on Han Solo, just to keep him at bay with that offense. Try to get loads of exposes. We got a few. And then we're going to go for the healing and just go straight on General Kenobi here. We should be able to do enough damage before he has 2 turns and he's able to dispel that ability. Revan, yes, we were just talking because there has been a recent rumor going around on multiple Discord servers, especially on the big league Arnold and Warrior Discord servers. A huge whale has sort of come out saying that Revan is looking to be added into the game in February, and that the requirements for his event will be the old Sith Trooper and Sith Assassin, which were added last February with Darth Nihilus. In terms of where I feel on this rumor, I don't think it's true particularly, but I do sort of see understanding in getting these characters geared and starred in my own respect, because in terms of where Revan stands as a character, while he might not be coming in February per this rumor, I definitely feel like these characters are ones to consider for the future. Also HK-47, as he was Revan's personal assassin droid, which is a big deal in the KOTOR game. So it's just sort of been going about at the moment. A lot of people are asking, should we be concerned about this? Is this real? And I don't really see the truth. Even Warrior himself has said, I haven't heard anything about this, but I will be taking a trip to CG in February, because as anyone who knows the game changes, Real Talk said, he has a game changer in his guild. Game changers basically just kind of get a little bit of information about where the game is going, what's planned. And I trust Warrior as, you know, as a really respected member of the community, not to just sort of say that he hasn't heard about these things, you know, just to kind of throw us off our guard. I believe Warrior is like a really honest guy, and he's a really helpful teacher as well. You know, I'm in his Discord server, and yeah, I just believe what he's saying, and I don't think there is a panic to this yet. But since there is a trip to CG in February, I do think some new content, maybe new character or event is coming. Like I said, I really want to see a Sith Legendary event. A lot of people, I think we were talking on the last live stream with a few people, I really want to see a Clone Trooper Legendary event. You know, we've got 5 clones, we've got a range of different eras to use them in. Thank you, Mad Dad. I appreciate you leaving the feedback on my comments, and I will definitely keep up the content. I'm having a lot of fun with these live streams, but yeah, I want to see a Order 66 Legendary event. Maybe for a Dark Side Anakin. That was the character I was saying last live stream. That was one I really wanted to see. I'm not really sure how the kit would work and how he would be visually. I kind of like because, you know, we've got Jedi Knight Anakin, who sort of has the Anakin Skywalker appearance that we would imagine for episode 3. But as soon as Anakin becomes Darth Vader at the end of Revenge of the Sith, he wears that cloak, you know, where he goes and executes the children. But I think that's sort of what I would imagine him wearing as a dark side Anakin, you know, with the Sith eyes and with the hair sort of back behind him a bit and a dark cloak. And then just call him Anakin Skywalker brackets Darth Vader and have him as like a dark side character, you know, give him Force Choke, you know, his own version of that. Something like that. I don't know specifically what kit I would give him, but I do really want to do a video on, you know, the expanded universe characters I want to see in the game. Because definitely when they added Nihilus, I thought that's the direction they were going. And I was quite upset to not see any more after that. We did get Thrawn, who was expanded universe, but he was introduced in the game because of Rebels. So it's kind of, you know, it's kind of like they were respecting the character of Thrawn, but he was also in Rebels, so it wasn't like he was, you know, long gone to the Star Wars universe. But we've also got John Kenobi, who was from the Clone Wars. So I think that, you know, having the 5 clones as a legendary event would be good to unlock another Clone Wars character. But particularly, I can't think of a good Clone Wars legendary hero. If someone does know anyone crazy from the Clone Wars and I just haven't seen the show in a long time, you know, shout it out right now. Let us know who was crazy. If there are any Jedi or, you know, elite clone troopers. I remember there was that clone trooper called Zero. He was really cool, but obviously not maybe character worthy. It's kind of hard to decide. You know, trying to pick someone from the Star Wars universe to be a character. The fact we got the Phoenix was cool though. That was also new last year. We got all 6 of them pretty much. I'm not sure if there's anyone else from Rebels to add. Hi Bambi, watching your live stream for the first time. Who's your fastest tune? Oh, easily BB-8. I mainly for the raid, just so I can spam that covert data transfer as often as possible. He's only at 249 at the minute. That's because I was aiming for about 250. I do have some better speed mods on Commander Luke Skywalker, but I kind of want both of these to be as fast as possible. Commander Luke just keeps the Rancor raid in check, while BB-8 does fine where he is at 245. Ideally, I would want to move some of these mods around to give to BB-8 just so he would go a bit faster. But like I said, I'm still able to solo phase 3 with where he is now. He does everything I want him to pretty decently. And I think the other arena teams I'm seeing don't have him as fast, surprisingly. We'll have a quick peek, shall we, at people's BB-8s. So we got this one at 280. Well, I just got proved wrong immediately. And 232. So yeah, there are people that will mod him correctly like this, and people that won't have him as fast, but they'll have, you know, a different team built around that. No, apologies. Then we got a Gear 12 Finn there as well, which is pretty interesting to see. I haven't thought about using Finn in my arena yet. I do just kind of have a Galactic War team thrown together. Yeah, I've been using the Jedi Training Ray lead. Oh, Yes, respawning, if anyone doesn't know, I write respawning. But yes, this is a team I've been using for at the moment, just to get through Galactic War. It's not a particularly well thought out strategy, but I just like to use Finn and Resistance Trooper for more exposes. That's particularly where that has been going. We can see we've got 200 crystals at the minute. I'm thinking about using these to refresh the Cantina battles so I can get the Sith Trooper and Sith Assassin. But I'm undecided at the moment. But like I said, this is definitely a rumour you should sort of keep in mind in the back of your head, but not immediately. If I get proved wrong, then it's kind of amazing how this rumour gets out in the first place. But just be wary of characters that are related to Revan and the expanded universe, you know, HK-47, Nihilus, Trooper, and Sith. And just sort of farm in the background in case there ever is a Revan event. And that's pretty much all there is to say on Revan at the moment. My next video will probably be a discussion about maybe theorizing a Revan toolkit, or you know, other expanded universe characters I want to see in the game. Also coming up will be a guild guide about utilizing tools like Discord for your newer guilds, you know, trying to enhance the community aspect of your guild. And I also want to do a video series. I'm doing some personal roster reviews on my Discord channel. If you guys aren't aware, I have a Discord channel and I'm actually doing roster reviews for people. We're seeing 4 characters. Do we have a 5th we anticipate? Yes. I definitely think they do want to add in more in the future. Maybe in February, like the rumor is just sort of misplaced and there will just be a Knights of the Old Republic character that will then further, you know, conclude to the fact that there will be a Revan event or a Knights of the Republic event using the 5 characters we have at the moment. If not, then we could just be seeing a Sith or Clone Trooper event, maybe some new Clone Troopers, you know, a faction pass for the Clone Troopers, because these guys are pretty decent. They're not really that good. They're just used in the tank and they are not used anywhere else. So I think we are going to see in this new year, you know, in the next few months, coming February and March, we're going to see something, you know, we're going to see a rework immediately. If it's going to be clones, droids, or just something else in general. I don't know who else in terms of factions would be reworked. We've had the Troopers, we've had the Night Sisters reworked. But yeah, definitely clones and droids are at the top of my list for a rework, and then we'll probably see a new character, and then that'll lead into a legendary event by March, by my guess. So just sort of keep looking at your factions, you know, make sure you've got 5 characters in a faction at 5 stars, like most of the time. The Clone Troopers, since they've been left in dark, but the feeling in the droids definitely need a rework. So if you are wanting to invest in droids long term, consider the fact that there might be a rework on the way. And at the same time, farm HK-47 as, you know, he's a KOTOR character, and that'll directly relate to the fact that, you know, Revan or Bane or Malik or someone related to the expanded universe will eventually come into the game. Hopefully this year. I think they will definitely do that. So yes, I hope you've all enjoyed kind of watching this little stream. We just kind of, you know, talked about Revan. I definitely want to do a full video discussing the topic as well as what I would give him as a character and who else I want to see come into the game. So thank you for sticking around. If you are watching this live, I hope you've just enjoyed this. I will be doing another proper one with a tank maybe soon, depending on how things go in the guild, and videos will be going up through the week. So thank you all very much, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.